We are at the 24-hour emergency clinic in Albuquerque. Buster got bit by a rattlesnake.
Come on, Buster.
Come on, Buster, let me see your face, buddy. He's really swollen, guys. We're getting him into the hospital right now.
Oh shit, I don't know, it just turned off.
Hi, welcome to Definitely Not a Cult Ranch. I'm John.
I'm Cheryl.
And this is Buster. And Buster almost wasn't with us this week. Here's what happened. So there I was laying in the lawn chair, right? And this guy over here, Buster, ooh, Buster baby boy. Buster was barking off in the distance, and I'm like, what the heck are you barking at? And normally when he does it, he's barking at cows,
Yeah.
right? Because we have cows come up on our property. We're like literally live on the range, guys. Like we have hundreds of cows all around us, open ranch, and they come on our property. Buster is very territorial, right, buddy? He ran off and he didn't yelp, and it was dark out. It was like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. He came back and he was laying the wrong way on the lawn chair, and that's not a super big red flag, but he wouldn't. Normally when I'm like, hey Buster, you wanna come over and cuddle, buddy? He's like, hell yeah, and he runs over and wants to, like, he wouldn't let me touch him. And when I got closer to him, he kept pulling away, and I saw over on this side of his face, he had this over here. He had this like little bite mark. I'm like, what is that? And I saw it oozing, and I'm like, oh no. I was like, hey Cheryl, I think we got a problem.
So we brought him inside to get a closer look at what was going on with his face. There's a little bit of swelling right by his eyeball that was really concerning, and this bigger wound right over here that wasn't swelling at the moment because there was such significant swelling, and he was obviously not behaving normally. He didn't want dog treats. He didn't really want to be near us. He wanted to just kind of go lay down and be to himself, which is not his usual behavior. So that told us that there was something really wrong. And looking up the symptoms online, it's like, yeah, this is probably a rattlesnake bite. Like this immediate swelling and the behavior change and the obvious discomfort that he was in. He was in pain, so he was bit by a snake.
So we got in, and we're like, oh my God, it's 9 o'clock at night on a Tuesday. The vet anywhere within 50 to 100 miles of us is just not going to be open. So Cheryl starts calling vets, right?
I looked up where the closest emergency vets were near us. Yeah, they were all in Albuquerque. I started calling them and seeing, can they take our dog right now? And the first one said they couldn't, but the second place I called said that they have anti-venom. The only thing you can do is get your dog into the vet. There is nothing you can do to help them in the meantime. Time was of the essence. We just needed to get there.
We're like, I looked down at him and I could see the side of his face was just puffing up more and more, and his throat was starting to bubble up like Mitch McConnell. And I'm like, oh my God, we need to start driving right now. So I start driving, and Cheryl loads up in the car with Buster, and quickly we're like, oh, we got to get the dog on our lap.
All right, what time is it?
It's 9:30 at night, Tuesday, August 4th. And our busty baby boy got in the fight with a rattlesnake. And his face is all puffing out.
I don't know if it gives an ankle, but... So we're driving to Albuquerque to go to an emergency vet. Okay, well, wish us luck. Wish Buster luck.
All right.
Yeah.
In going to the clinic, we went to a place in Albuquerque on Central Avenue. It was over 100 miles away, and we made it there in a little over an hour and a half. I would say a good 10, 20 miles of that was on rural back roads. You know, you've seen some of our videos. So you could go and take a guesstimate once we got on the highways how fast we were going. I will be very gentle and say it was not safe or legal, but I will save my dog's life is all I could think. And I'm just flying down the highway and Buster's just panting over my arm. He's on Cheryl's lap in the passenger seat, and I could feel like fleshy bits touching my arm. I'm like, what's that? Buster's sort of like muscular. He's a bully. So I'm like, what is that? And I look down and his whole throat is starting to swell up, and I could hear he's starting to have distressed breathing. And I'm like, oh my God, Cheryl, I think he's having trouble breathing.
Yeah, I mean, all you can do is just drive. Like, you don't, like, there's no immediate first aid that you can really do in this situation. So you just have to get them to the vet.
So anyway, we got that. Come on, Buster, let me see your face, buddy. He's really swollen, guys. We're getting him into the hospital right now. The Cliff Notes is the vet was absolutely amazing. They got him in. And immediately, like before we even signed paperwork, they said, do we have your oral permission to get him on a catheter and start hydrating him right now? And we're like, yeah. Guys, look how swollen his neck is. He doesn't have a neck pooch. He's only 4 years old. This is all inflammation from the rattlesnake bite. He's got his little, right? They gave him a catheter. He's slobbering all over the floor. Okay, Busty baby boy. Oh, he is so high. Buster's on methadone. Buster.
Like Buster, he's not comfortable. He's not comfortable at all around strangers. He feels very anxious around strangers, but he was also in pain. But his coping mechanism is to give me his paw. So he was constantly, the vet tech that was with him, he was constantly giving her his paw. And also growling gently, just like growling gently at everyone, just like.
And he's sticking his claws out like, hold my hand, grr.
Yeah.
Please don't leave me.
Yeah, like so he was.
Hold my hand.
Yeah.
Please don't leave me. Administering snake venom, so you know it's not like a vaccine shot and they just shoot the dog in the butt with a hypodermic needle and let you go home. They have to administer it over time, and the anti-venom serum is the same anti-venom that they actually go and they give to humans. So it is like sort of scarce in areas where there's a lot of snake bites, but also it's really expensive, like $750 a vial. The snake venom doesn't actually make you bleed out like a python would. Snake venom forces you to coagulate, so it can go and cause aneurysms and strokes and heart attacks in an animal.
Not all snake venom. This like your
rattlesnake specifically.
Yes, rattlesnakes have what is it, hemopathic. Their toxins usually affect the blood and sometimes affect your brain as well. Like depends on the snake.
Yeah, but this was a prairie rattler. Hey, baby boy. You okay, Busty? You gonna leave snakes alone now? You look like you're feeling better. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so
You're
much.
amazing.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love.
You wanna come in the back seat, buddy?
Puppy, puppy. Oh yeah, you know where you're going.
Oh. And you just start driving, or you want me to drive?
I'll start driving.
Hey, Buster baby boy, your face is so swollen. I love you. No more playing with snakes, okay?
Whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my hand. to go this
Oh, Buster's face is super swollen still after the rattlesnake bite. But he got some grass and some kibbies with some chicken broth for his snake bitey face.
Medicine. This is soup.
Doesn't want regular kibbies. Go ahead.
Looks like this would probably be so much more delicious.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
he's eating. We're good.
Yep. He's
Yay.
hungry. He just didn't want the hard, normal kibbies.
He had a really hard time getting normal kibbies, everybody.
And normal kibbies are less delicious than special food. And when you're hurting, you can definitely milk it for special food, and he'll get special food.
I don't eat kibbies in the best of time. Hey everybody, this is the day after Buster's rattlesnake bites. It looks like he got bit here, and he's got 2 bites here, so it looks like a juvenile rattler got him. It looks like this might have been a dry bite, meaning the snake didn't shoot venom, but this one is still oozing. His whole neck and everything is really still swollen, and you can see like all this is black. If you look inside his mouth, I don't want to make him uncomfortable, but it's all super swollen. This whole side of his face. This side is also a little bit swollen. You can see his gums are all dark and everything, but he's doing really good. Here are the lessons that we learned from this ordeal, and it's critically important.
Benadryl doesn't really help. You see that recommended online a bunch about just giving your dog a little bit of Benadryl to help give you some time to get to the vet. It doesn't do anything. The swelling from the snake bite is not histamine related. So Benadryl does nothing and might interact with the other medications that your dog is going to receive when they get to the vet.
We learned that there's actually a vaccine for rattlesnakes, and it costs about $125, and it's good for about a year. What it does is gives the dog's body antibodies and gives them a chance to go and fight the coagulation. And
Always call ahead if you need to have an emergency vet session, because they might not have a doctor at the moment. They might not have time or room to treat your dog because they might be too packed already, or they might not have antivenom. You never know, so you gotta call before you head out.
if your dog does get bit by a snake, take it incredibly seriously, because without antivenom, your dog has a 30% chance of survival rate if you don't go to the emergency vet clinic. But if you do go and get antivenom, if you get it within 2 to 4 hours, your dog has a 90% survival rate. If you get it in 4 to 6 hours, that drops down roughly to 40 to 60%. And after 6 hours, it gets pretty grim. It goes down to about 30%. So what do you do if your dog actually goes and gets bit? Well, first thing is you probably want to make sure you and your animal are safe. So you want to move away safely and get your dog away from the snake immediately, and try not to go and catch or kill it. But worry about you and the animal first.
Yeah, take care of your dog first. The snake isn't a secondary problem. Like, that's a problem for later. Try to keep your dog as still as possible. You don't want the venom gets into the bloodstream. Like, the more excitable the dog is, the more the dog runs around, like the more it's just pumping all through the body. So you want to keep your dog as still and calm as possible.
Yeah, the calmer you are, the calmer your dog is, because they're gonna mirror your energy. So you want to just try to keep as calm as possible. And if you can, carry your dog, don't walk them, don't run them. The less their heart is pumping fast, the higher probability that the poison or the venom from the snake won't spread throughout the entire circulatory system and cause organ damage. The other thing that we touched base on already is
Call ahead so you know where you're going and you know that they have the treatment ready for you.
what not to do. Do not use a tourniquet, because you can cause tissue and limb damage. And if you have to go like an hour or two to the vet and you're waiting in the waiting room to see the doctor or the vet tech, and the dog's leg or tail or, God forbid, head is tourniqueted, you're gonna cause damage, and you could literally result in having the limb amputated. So don't do that.
Don't cut or suck on the wound. That does not help.
This isn't Red Dead, guys. Don't try to suck the poison out.
This is not Red Dead Redemption 2.
I need medicine. Oh, you need to suck the venom out. Please, sir. I don't want to die. Help me.
Okay. I have an idea.
Don't. You're going to introduce more bacteria into the wound. It's not helpful. Just.
The next day.
So me and Buster just got home from our drive, and I think there's a rattlesnake outside. I hear a rattle. I hear it. Oh my god. So we have found. I'm pretty sure that's the snake that bit Buster. You can't stay underneath here, so we're gonna evict him. We gotta find a bucket, and we're gonna get him. All right, just trying to. Yeah. Maybe we can take him to the other side. It's pretty deep. Oh, he's on the other side of the RV. Let's let him.
Where's he? There's Mr. Snaky Pants, everybody.
Let's get him locked and loaded. Oh shit, I don't know, it just turned off.
So I don't know if you can see this, but we caught the snake that bit Buster. Cheryl thought it was the straps holding down our shade structure because the straps flapped in the wind. miss her. And I'm like, I'm gonna look underneath the, oh my God, there's a rattlesnake like 3 feet away from me. So we're gonna go let him go like 3-4 miles away.
5 miles. I think their ranges are up to 5 miles, so we could go 5 miles plus to make sure you don't come back. Oh my goodness. All right, so we just captured the snake that bit Buster in a bucket. It has to be the snake that bit Buster, my goodness, right by our house. We got him in a bucket, and now we're gonna pop in the car and drive 5 miles and relocate him so he don't come back here. Because this was not fun. That was very scary. Our big shop light, our rechargeable shop light died. This thing didn't have enough charge for the amount of time that wily little snake was whiling around. We don't have a proper snake grabby tool, but I'm gonna order one tomorrow because with a stick and a trash picker upper tool, we managed to capture him, but it was pretty harrowing. Yeah, it was not fun.
I said I want to take him to the other side of the cattle guard because it feels like it's safer, like there's a spiritual barrier.
There is the cattle guard. Cattle guard, save us, please. What's the cattle guard thing?
Chink, chink,
Oh, Mr. Snaky Pants here's his new home. You guys hear that?
Put it on top. There. Yeah, you can see the snake.
Where's he at?
He's
So there's Mr. Snaky Pants, everybody.
Let's get him locked and loaded.
All right.
Alright.
Hey everybody, I don't have our little DJI mic on right now, so it might be a little windy, so I'm going to talk loud if the audio sucks. I'm completely sorry. We pulled off the road here, and we threw our hazards on. We're in the middle of nowhere in the deserts of the mountains of New Mexico. And we're taking Mr. Snaky Pants. We're going to take him and we're going to let him go. We're going to walk out into the desert. That is a prairie rattler, everybody. His name is Mr. Snaky Pants.
All right. Cool.
All right.
We're out in the middle of nowhere in the desert. It's pitch black, and our hazards are on. There's nobody for miles, and Cheryl just said she heard voices, so I'm leaving.
Leave. I just spooky. I'm scared enough with the snake, and I heard a voice. So I want to go home.
To all the people asking why I don't chop up the rattlesnakes with a machete, you can see here, here, here. The reason is because I asked myself, WWSID, what would Steve Irwin do?
Good as a fast car, a flash house, and a gold-plated dunny to me. Absolutely no good at all. I've been put on this planet to protect wildlife and wilderness areas, which in essence is going to help humanity. I want to have the purest oceans. I want to be able to drink water straight out of that creek. I want to stop the ozone layer. I want to save the world. You're all right, mate. You're all right. This is his territory and his domain. Hey. But you can see I'm shaking like a leaf. And this snake is totally unfazed by it.
And Steve Irwin is like a little angel on my shoulder. Whenever I see an animal, no matter how scary, I say, okay, let's get my family, including my dogs and my animals, out of harm's way. Can I save this animal's life? Can I conserve this? Can I be the best person that I can? Because if you're just the big piece of shit where you just got to go and kill the animal because you're scared of it, Steve Irwin has disappointed you. And so am I. But Steve Irwin is what matters.
You know, I was just saying that we'll know Buster is feeling better when he starts playing bitey face with Duchess again. And look. You guys, this was a stressful experience. Look at how beautiful Buster is doing. Thank you for being with us through all the good times and the bad. Anyways, I'm getting out of here. Goodbye.